What is up, YouTube? We're back with a Gaeunluv video. I know this has been long overdue, and we are just two more wars outside of the real season from starting. So I figure, this is probably a good time to start getting into the groove of things again. And I did try to look for a lot of ML Poly and Jinx defenses. Unfortunately, I attacked a bit later in the day, so there wasn't really that much of a spread anymore to choose from. Regardless though, I will be looking to do more testing in terms of scouting, and hopefully Wednesday and Friday I'll be attacking a bit earlier so that I can get some more information in terms of how some certain comps are going to work, things like with Ken, Abigail and Yulha, maybe things with Holiday Euphine or high DPS Poly. There's a lot of things that I kind of have in mind, but really need to put it into practice before I make a guide on ML Poly and how we're going to use her on defense and how we're going to use her on offense. And yeah, so just make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, and comment so that it helps me with the algorithm. I know you guys, a lot of you guys have been commenting on the yesterday's announcement for, moving to Shinrai. So today is going to be Shinrai versus PotatoFarm. It's going to be a bit weird. I got to get used to that. But yeah, as always, let's just jump straight into the first battle. Alright, so for the first hit, we'll be hitting Gaeunluv, and it is E Scout. So it's preseason still, but I'm just going to call it a Scout. So Knockwall, Candy, and Laya. So I'm going to be going with Elvira as our Earth Bait for the Laya. We're going to be running our RTA build, and then we're going to be running a Beat-Om to counter the Monk. So then we're going to be on Speed Immunity here, nothing too special. And then we're going to be running LCB on the backline just so we can deal with the Candy reliably on Sigurd, Destro, and Penetration set. Second round is going to be the ML Poly Janua Rimuru defense, so I'm going to be going with a 308 Ran. Hopefully it's fast enough. I don't really want to regear during preseason, so during real season we'll definitely put our top speed on. So 308 Ran, and then we have our Ludwig here at 260 speed on Speed Torrent holding Book. And then we're going to be running a Politis here on Speed and Torrent with Book. And we have about 73 effectiveness, so it has a little bit of effectiveness, so it's not like it has 0. So the idea here is just Ran's going to S2, Soulburn S3, proc the Janua, and then our Poly's going to cut. It negates the Rimuru CR as well, so that we can just kind of, bop him, and it should be fine, I hope. And then Ludwig should be able to clean the house, so I think Ida's probably a bit better here, and it's probably a unit that we're going to have to gear up for this season. I actually do have her geared, but 240 I think is probably a little bit too slow here. So I'm going to go with Ludwig instead, and hopefully it'll be fine. So let's go Redhead. Alright, Monk moves first here.
Is to meet your demise.
Okay. Get binded, but then we get insta-procced. Laya's gonna S2. 28.2k Laya. So from this spot, did we get reset? We did not, so we're gonna S3. And the great thing about Elvira is obviously it's a bait for Laya, and she can't die with immortality, so I'm just gonna S3 onto the Candy. We could eat a counter, but LCB also counters, so it's pretty much fine. We'll always get a turn first here, get a D-break, and I'm just gonna rip an S3 into the Candy right away. And it looks pretty squishy. I mean, it's death broken, so I don't think it's Holy Sack. Yeah, it looks like it's not Holy Sack. She has 2s. We get a free counter with the LCB. And it's pretty much over at this point. And just sleep this, hopefully. We did not sleep. He rips another S3, but Beat-Om's going to be able to cover it again, I think. Yep. Perfect. Yeah, we're chilling. Eventually, we're going to be able to get enough soul so that we can soul run on the Laya. Just hit this. Get a nice sleep. Hit an S1 so we proc blood mana. Go onto the Monk here. Hopefully stick some Beguile. Okay, 1 Beguile in the Monk. Okay. S1. She has S1s. She gets Sweet Miracle. She rips S3 onto the Elvira, but it doesn't kill, so she doesn't get an extra turn. And yeah, it's pretty much over from this point. Monk's gonna die since she has no Guiding Lights, and she also dies here too. Perfect. Okay, looking at the second comp, it's
I always give my all.
99%. Okay, yeah. During the real season, we definitely gotta run a real Ran, because this is not gonna be sufficient. So we missed on the Rimuru, unfortunately. We actually insta-proc the Janua, and we stripped his immortality. And then Polly gets to play the game here and kill him. Okay, boom, dead. Rimmer's gonna move up, but since we do have our Polly, it's gonna counteract here, and we actually get RNL. So let's just finish her off. So just Soulburn S2, and then he's dead. Ooh, that was really close. Alright, we're definitely running a real ran during this season. But yeah, nice and clean. Let's move to the next match. Alright, so the second round will be hitting Jinx. It's also a scout, so it's just going to be Yuffie, Shu, and Arrowell. So I'm going with Elvira to counteract the Fighting Spirit on the Yuffie first. And then I'm going to be running Solitaria to counteract the Shu with just speed effectiveness. You should have Abyssal Crown on, but I'm not going to waste the gold. And then DDR should be fine too. Ideally, you want to have DDR faster than the Solitaria, but you know, I think it's probably a negligible difference. Second team, Ran, Candy, and Litica. So Zio can definitely take the first turn. I have Speed Pen. And then I'm going to be running my Ludwig at 260 on Book, Speed Torrent. And we're going to be running Elena here just because the Candy can counter us, right? So I'm going to go Destro Torrent with really high damage. So the idea is I'm just going to Zio Soulburn S3 push back to Ran. If it's a slow Ran, then I can just, you know, hold the book, hold the souls for the Ludwig. But just Soulburn S3 on the Ran, Soulburn S1 onto the, what do you call it? The Blitica. S3, hopefully crit. If it doesn't kill, then Elena's going to move up, and they can dump an S3, and it should kill through the anti-crit since we're doing so much damage. And yeah, it should be pretty free. So let us go right ahead. Alright, so Bash into Perlucia with no one in the backline. That's pretty troll. Now I'm going to S3 onto the Shu. Hopefully it's not an ER Shu and it resists. Nice. And now in this spot, ideally, a Potion Vial here for the Arrowell stun, which I kind of forgot about. So what I'll do instead is... I'll just D-break the Yuffie. Because her S1 scales off defense, so if we D-break her, she will lose a lot of value. Well, unhealable. Unhealable is still better than nothing, I guess. Arrowell's 32.5k HP. That's a really bulky Arrowell. Jeez. Okay. Touch of Echoes procs again. Perfect. And now, unfortunately, Sol is going to have to drop an S1 into both. Strip the barriers, hopefully. And looks like we do. We've got a stun on the Yuffie too, which is huge. Go for Provoke on the... Oh wow, that dual attack's huge. But we instantly wake him up, so it's kind of not really that great. Okay, now I'm gonna S2 with DDR. Put the Beguile, or put our Venom stacks on, and then start hitting the Shu. Just start working him down. Anytime you see Yuffie and Shu together, just go Elvira DDR. Like, it's usually the best way. Obviously, like I said, Abyssal Crown is going to be your best in slot, because that just makes this fight just a lot cleaner. We actually land Pestilence, which is huge. So I'm going to S3 here. Try to sleep 3 out of 3. If not, it's not the end of the world. Okay, we didn't sleep the Arrowell, but that's fine. I'm just going to S1 on the Shu. Detonate. And now I'm going to S1. Okay. That should kill the Yuffie. It is Holy Sack, which kind of sucks. But it should be fine. Now I S1. Stick the Beguile back on, and then Solitaria just needs to stun the Solitaria needs to stun the Yuffie, and then it should be fine. Because I already proc Holy Sack, like even if Elvira dies here, like let's say we get 15 here and she counters, it's not the end of the world. And now I S2. We actually saved her, wow. I'm surprised. Just to save time, I'm just gonna S1. It makes no difference. And then S1, finish. We got pretty lucky with the Solitaria stuns, I'm not gonna lie. But I won't complain. Alright. Second round. Okay, select a flower. I'm gonna have to Soulburn just in case I get 15%ed. Oh, I actually should have S3'd on Blitica. Whoops, that's a mistake. Okay, dump an S1. He Elbrus, but he missed. I should have went Blitica and then Soulburn S1 Ran and then S3 because Ran's much squishier. That's a misplay. Okay, we did not kill through anti-crit. That's a bit of a concern. Hopefully this will be enough though. Hopefully. Please kill, 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 please kill. Ah, alright. The game is just so easy, man. I don't know what to tell you. A bit of a misplay, but we didn't get punished, so I can't say nice and clean as I usually do. So let's move to our third match of today then. Alright, last round. It's LightLuis, so it's gonna be it is scouted, but there's no info. So it's just Shu, Yulha, sorry, Laya, and Jinua. So I'm gonna be going with Rancleave. Rand's gonna be on Arnel, Polly again on the hybrid build, speed, torrent, and some effectiveness. And then Alien is just so that we don't get countered in case it's, you know, whatever buff. But also more importantly, we can Soulburn Rand, and then Soulburn Polly is as needed. And then second team is just gonna be Knockwall Jacko. So Knockwall should be on Elegaya Candle, but we're not gonna switch it, like I said. And then we're gonna be running our Jacko here, which is 222 speed with max damage. And then Roanna's gonna get the Chain of Chiron buff from the Jacko, so we place her in the back line, and then we're just gonna rip S3. And everything should die, I think. So let's go. Oh my god, did I just see double-edged to Crescent? Alright, that's not good. That's really not good. Let's hope I hit then. Please hit. Okay, we hit. Thank god. We stripped the immortality. Oh man, that was so sus. Oh my gosh. Polly's gonna finish. Oh yeah, he's dead. Get an extra 20 souls here for our Polly. Just ripping S3 here. And then Soulburn S1 Polly into S3 should probably kill Alaya. But at this point, it's pretty much already over. Oh yeah, she's dead. S1. Yeah, Destro Torrent Elena does so much freaking damage, it's insane. Alright, let's see the second one here. So... okay, just rip Soulburn. And then I think we're sealing... I want to say we're sealing the candy. Okay, perfect. And then I'm gonna S3 with Roanna here with Chain of Chiron. Hopefully we land some good debuffs.
It's a requiem in your memory.
And looks like we do. I'm just gonna kill the Alencia here. Because Alencia with 2 debuff and no escort on, she's just gonna die. There's just no way. That kills, and because there's debuffs on the candy already, we get double hit for our Jacko into stealth. Yep, and he's finished. Perfect. And then we S1. Soulburn S1, so that we get the D-break guarantee. And then our Jacko... well, our Jacko's supposed to take a turn. But our Knockwall's just moving so fast that it doesn't even matter. But this should kill. Perfect. Nice and clean. Just cleaving our way through preseason, I guess. Nice. Alright, so that's going to do it for today's Guild War video. There weren't exactly a lot of Genua towers available left once I opened up Guild War, since it seems like during preseason everybody's just kind of like running it down and just trying to like kill everything as fast as possible. But regardless, I think the next few videos will be trying to scout the Emerald Poly as much as possible, and I'll be having some new updates for you guys in terms of Genua and how you guys can counter her in terms of your Guild War offense yourself if you don't have a cleave option. And yeah. So thank you very much for watching. We are back to the Guild War posting regularly. So thank you for being so patient with me, and really appreciate it. And yeah, see you guys on the next episode, which is Wednesday. So take care. Bye.